when we look at bacterial growth, we look at this graph. On the bottom, we look at the time it takes for bacteria to grow. And on this side, it's the number of living bacterial cells. There are 4 phases to this graph. And we will explain what the phases are. The first phase would be right here. This is known as the lag phase. The lag phase is when bacteria begin to adapt and prepare for cell division and the synthesis of proteins. And this can vary because of the different conditions there are in the environment. Here there is no growth in the number of cells, and there are many factors that take place in this phase. The second phase is the lag phase. And here we see an increase in cell growth, which grow by binary fission, and they double in numbers over 20 minutes. Because there are many nutrients that can rely on the temperature and pH of this area. Then we have the third phase, which is the stationary phase. As the population from the log phase starts to slow down, which is about here, at the stationary phase of this, we begin to lose the nutrients needed for the number of cells to grow in this phase, so it begins to plateau in this phase where there is no growth and it stays at the same level. And here we are disrupting the process of the growth. Finally, we have the fourth stage, which is the death phase. And during this phase, there are no nutrients available. For the cells to survive, causing the number of living cells to die in this phase. The cells die because the nutrients available in the environment are not available for the cells to live. If we look at the graph, we also have a couple other terms of growth that could occur in the log phase. This can also be called the exponential phase of growth, as the number of cells with this green line here can form a J to U shaped, meaning that there are a lot of resources in the population for the nutrients that are needed for the population to grow bigger as the time passes. So the population doubles in the size of the bacteria. And then we also have the logistic growth. And if we look at that, the logistic growth will go up, eventually kind of go into the stationary phase. But we do have the early growth in this phase with the maximum growth, and then the growth slows because it doesn't have the nutrients for the bacteria to grow over time in the environment, which is also known as the carrying capacity of the environment over time.